Welcome in, everybody. I'm Noah Castor, and as always, I'm joined by Brandon Hudson and Darren Kinslow, and we are the Benchwarmers. Before we get into our Week 8 picks, I'd like to say we're at 199 right now, trying to get to 200 again. So if you subscribe, please sure to stay subscribed. Shout out to our boy Joe Ramos, been freaking following since day one, so that's awesome.
Yeah.
Let's get right into the Week 8 picks. So Thursday night game, we got Redskins and Vikings. Adam Thielen's not going to be playing in this game. He got injured in the last game against the Lions, so it may be interesting. I don't love Kirk Cousins in primetime games, but the Vikings are more talented. I'm going to go Vikings on this one.
Yeah, I was going to say that as well with Kirk Cousins. I could see him losing, especially against a terrible team like the Redskins in primetime. But I do think the Vikings are a pretty talented team. I want to see Irv Smith Jr. perform well in this one alongside Kyle Rudolph, and then Stephon Diggs will get more touches with Adam Thielen being out. So I do think the Vikings are going to be able to win. They've got just far more talented team.
Definitely. Brandon, who you got?
I got the Vikings as well. I think Dalvin's going to come out and do some good stuff as well. I don't think the Redskins will... They could plan for as much as they want, but let's be honest, Dalvin Cook's doing Dalvin Cook things right now, and he's just tearing up the league. Like you said, with Thielen being gone, Diggs will definitely have a lot more passes, which are the Redskins going to realize that and actually do something about it, or are they going to be the Redskins and not do anything about it? Let's be honest. But yeah, Vikings definitely for this one.
All right, next up we got Seahawks and Falcons. I mean, Seahawks coming off of that rough loss against the Ravens. Falcons may not have Matt Ryan for this game. They traded away Mohamed Sanu. They're obviously in kind of a rebuild mode right now. Despite the Seahawks losing, I'm going to go Seahawks. The Falcons just are not a good team this year.
Yeah, it looks like they're definitely shifting their focus to next season already, which is disappointing because I wanted to see what Matt Ryan and that team could do. So, yeah, I'm going with the Seahawks here. They had a tough loss last week, especially DK Metcalf. Apparently can't hold on to the ball. But I think they bounce back, and I think they get the win here.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. Seahawks on this one. Don't talk stuff with my boy DK.
Poor right? DK, right? Bro.
He had one bad play, all right? I don't see anyone else on that team catching the dots that Russell Wilson's throwing to him.
There's not anybody
Exactly. Yeah, I got Seahawks on this one. I like what Russell Wilson's doing with this offense. Like you guys said, they don't really have too much of the talent at wide receiver and tight end position, so I think this is big for them.
With Disley going out.
Disley going out.
He was doing really well.
The red zone, yeah.
Yeah, and for the Falcons, I don't know.
Nobody knows what's
I'd love for them to maybe find a different quarterback at this point because, let's be honest, I don't trust Matt Ryan in this day and age.
I mean, he really, to be fair, he hasn't been playing horrible. It's just
he hasn't, but
play calling
the coaching.
And the defense is still bad too. Yep. So I don't know.
I think Julio deserves more though, in my opinion.
That's true. All right, next up we got the Chargers versus the Bears, and I swear every week the Chargers find new and exciting ways to lose football games. And then the Bears, I mean, please give Mitchell Trubisky a contract. That'd be the best as a Packers fan if Mitchell Trubisky got a contract. Two teams that are not looking very good. I'm going to go Chargers on this one. I still think they're a talented team. The Bears, that offense is just horrible, so I'm going to go Chargers on this one.
Yeah, I'm going Chargers as well. Both of these teams coming into the year, we thought these were going to be good, credible playoff teams, and they've been definitely disappointing. Trubisky's been playing bad. And like you said, the Chargers are a talented team still. I don't know how they're losing these games, but they just are. But I do think they get a win here against the Bears.
I think the Chargers as well are going to win this one. The Bears, it's so sad. It's just so sad seeing that all they need is a quarterback literally to just do something. Tank for Tua. That's all I got to say. They got
Tua. Imagine
screw the Dolphins. They just got to lose the rest of the way and hope the Dolphins actually win some games.
Imagine Allen Robinson going from Blake Bortles to Mitchell Trubisky.
Yeah,
that's tragic.
I feel bad for him.
That's who I feel bad for too. And then you got David Montgomery, who they don't even know who they have him on their team, which is kind of funny.
Refused to run the ball.
Yeah, refuse to run the ball when they can't throw the ball.
Yeah, makes sense.
Smart.
Next up, we got Giants versus the Lions. I'm gonna go Lions on this one. They're a very talented team, more than their record shows, so I'm gonna go Lions on this one.
I'm going with the Lions as well. I do think they're a good team, and I don't really have much to say about this. I think I like what Daniel Jones is doing on the Giants, but I think
They're just not there yet.
Yeah.
I could see this game being a little bit of a close game, but I do think Lions pull this one out. I would like. I mean, I'd still like to see the Giants kind of win some games, but this is just not the game for the Giants to win. The Lions have come off 2 straight losses, and I don't think it happens again.
Yeah. Next up, we got Jets and Jaguars. Hopefully, Sam Darnold isn't seeing ghosts this week. I don't know. I still think the Jets are a very talented team. I think not having Sam Darnold for the first couple of games was pretty tough on them, trying to get their chemistry back, and then Sam Darnold comes back, goes up against possibly the best defense in football. I mean, that's tough. So I think they bounce back here against the Jaguars. I'm going to go Jets on this one.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Jets as well. Darnold looked really bad. really, really bad last week. But I still do think he's going to be a good quarterback in this league one day. And with the weapons he's got around him with Le'Veon Bell and Robbie Anderson's pretty good too. So
the pencil himself.
I'm going Jets with this.
Yeah.
I think the Jets got a wake-up call last week saying that they faced a horrible Cowboys team. Because let's be honest,
horrible.
I shouldn't say horrible, but that coaching is very horrible.
We them boys.
Yeah, let's be honest. The Cowboys have faced several no-name teams, and then they finally face an actual team, and it's just not happening for them. But then they faced the Patriots, and the Patriots just went ghost mode on. Let's
they
just be
did
honest.
go ghost mode on.
But I'm going Jaguars on this one.
It's going Jags.
I'm going
All
Jags
right.
on this one. I think their defense is going to hold up very well. To this point, I think at this point in time that Sam Darnold is just overrated, in my opinion.
Man, as a guy that likes Sam Darnold, that's tough to hear. He had a rough week, definitely.
You're seeing ghosts. I mean,
I think he has the potential.
You never admit that you see ghosts on a field. That's one thing you do not admit as a quarterback. I'm seeing ghosts. That's just...
I'll make a bold prediction right now. It's going to be Sam Darnold and Patrick Mahomes that run the AFC for the next decade. I think so. I think Sam Darnold's that type of player. I don't believe in Baker Mayfield, Josh Allen.
I definitely think he's better than Baker.
Yeah,
I'll
so
say that.
I like Josh Allen, not Josh Allen. Sam Darnold. Maybe I'm just a Colin Cowherd out here, but I like Sam Darnold. So next up, we got the Bengals and the Rams. Hopefully, the Rams can get back on track. I mean, it's been tough. We came in thinking the Rams were going to be really good. Not so much for the Bengals. The Bengals suck. I'm going to go Rams on this one.
I'm going to go with the Rams, too. Brandon, you said Rams?
Yeah, Rams.
Only story here is AJ Green going to still be a Bengal after these next couple of weeks? Who knows? The Rams are disappointing, and these are some big games, especially with their division with the Niners and Seahawks. I mean, at this point, they're going to have to start winning games if they want to make it to the playoffs. So, I do think they definitely win though against Cincinnati.
And you said Rams, Brandon.
Yeah.
Next up, we got Buccaneers and Titans. Do I care? Not really. I think the Buccaneers have the better offense. It just comes down to which Jameis Winston we're going to get. Is he going to throw 4 picks or is he going to throw for 500 yards? I mean, he has the potential to be a good quarterback. It's just the decision-making is still a question in his career. I think Marcus Mariota is done, and with the Titans, I think he's just done in general. So I'm going to go Buccaneers on this one.
Yeah, a few years ago, we would be kind of excited for a matchup like this to see Jameis and Mariota go up against each other. But that's not we're getting Ryan Tannehill out of this. I'm going to go with the Titans. They play pretty well with Tannehill, play better than they have been with Mariota, and that's all I got.
Yeah.
Titans.
We got Brendan.
I'm going to go Buccaneers coming off the bye week. I think they've prepared. They've got some rest, got a whole week's rest off. They're going to come back out and show them a little bit of something. And I think they beat the Titans.
I'll change my pick. I'm going to go with the Bucs.
Going to go with the Bucs off of the bye week?
Yeah.
All right, all of us got Bucs on that one. Next up, we got Eagles-Bills. I guess I was just dead wrong about the Eagles. I thought they were a very talented team, and they still have the players. It's just the secondary's horrible, and the offensive line is not what it's been because Carson Wentz got pressured all day against the Cowboys. So I'm going to go Bills. I think they have a better defense than the Cowboys do, so I think the Bills are going to give the Eagles even more fits than the Cowboys did. So I'm going to go Bills on this one.
I'm going to go Bills as well. I like what Josh Allen's doing with that team. I mean, he's really working. I mean, I shouldn't say working the ball around because let's be honest. Right now, John Brown's getting a lot of catches, but their defense looks really has impressed me so far, big time. And the Eagles, I don't know where their head's at right now. I figured that Carson Wentz would actually have a good chance, and he hasn't gotten hurt this season, so which is surprising to me. So I expected his career basically to be
over by now.
I thought, it'd more or less be him getting hurt would be the biggest problem, and he'd actually come out and dominate. Yeah. But now I'm seeing it, and it's like he's not actually coming out and dominating, and he's not hurt. Like, it confuses me, but I'm going Bills on this one.
I think the Eagles bounce back from the Dallas loss. I do like the Bills, though. I like their defense, and I do think Josh Allen and John Brown are going to have a really good day against that weak secondary. Yep. But I think Carson Wentz, Zach Ertz, those guys, I think they'll be able to put up points against this team, and it's going to be a close game, but I think they'll win.
Yeah, definitely. Next up, we got Broncos and Colts. I'm not sure. The Broncos are over. I mean, it's done. John Elway probably doesn't think so because he's horrible.
He's lost in the sauce.
He's lost in the sauce. They probably think they can still make the playoffs, but John Elway's dumb. Then we got the Colts. I'm not really sure what to make of them, to be quite honest with you. I think the Colts are the better team, so that's why I'm going to pick them. I'm just not sure how they stack up against the better teams in the AFC. I really don't know. I mean, coming off of winning against the Texans, and it all just comes down to I don't trust Jacoby Brissett, but maybe I should. So I don't know. I'm going to go Colts on this one.
I'm going Colts, too. They do have the better team. And one thing that surprised, like last week with Von Miller, didn't even show up on the stat sheet. Didn't have a single tackle, half tackle, no sack, nothing. And, yeah, that's pretty sad because coming into the season, we thought that was going to be their biggest upside was their defense. So, yeah I've got Colts for sure.
There's nothing to do with Colts.
All right, next up we got Cardinals Saints. Drew Brees might be back this week. I think you probably just sit him again because I don't think you're going to have much trouble against the Cardinals, even if Teddy Bridgewater plays. So, Saints on this one, they're one of the best teams in the NFC and a team as a Packers fan that I'm really afraid of. So, I'm going to go Saints on this one.
Going Saints, too. Pretty easy pick. If they have Teddy or Brees, doesn't really matter. They still have Kamara, Michael, and that great defense, too. So, they've got a really good team.
I'm going to Saints on this one as well.
One that might be actually kind of interesting, the Panthers and 49ers. I'm excited to see this one because the Panthers' defense is pretty good and the 49ers' defense is pretty good. It's going to be exciting to see. I have to go 49ers because they're still undefeated, and the Panthers still with Kyle Allen, so I'm going to go 49ers on this one.
I'm going Niners, too. I was shocked to see the final score of that Redskins game, 9-0, but they still did pull out the win, and they're winning games, and Garoppolo looks good, their run game looks good, and their defense is incredible. So, yeah Niners.
I'm going Niners on this one as well. I think this will be actually a really good game, though, with McCaffrey and Kyle Allen, because as much as, they don't have Cam Newton, Kyle Allen's still showing out for him, winning games for him. But I do have 49ers on this one.
All right, quick thing before we get into the next game. This is totally off topic. Does Cam Newton get traded?
If they were planning on starting Kyle Allen the rest of the season, I'd probably trade him because I think a team would probably go for him. But I don't know.
You're the GM. Do you trade him?
If I feel confident enough in Kyle Allen, I'm trading him.
Okay, Brandon.
Yeah,
because I think a team would be willing to give up something for him. But
yeah, I'd probably trade him.
Within a week, I don't know.
Yeah, that's tough.
Might be tough.
Yeah. Can you put him on the bench though?
I think if they win this game, 110% you put them on the bench.
That's fair.
But I would maybe consider it depending on how the offense does against San Francisco. I don't know.
All right, getting back on track, we got the Raiders and Texans. I think this is going to be my upset of the week here. I'm going to go Raiders on this one. I don't know what to make of the Texans, and I'm sorry, Brandon, I really am, but I just don't know what they are. Will Fuller, of course, hurts his hamstring for probably the 300th year in a row.
Yeah, that's...
I just don't know what to make of the Texans. The Raiders didn't play poorly. If Derek Carr doesn't fumble that ball through the back of the end zone against the Packers, then it might be a different game, even though Aaron Rodgers was on fire. I think they could have put up a decent fight against the Packers, so I'm going to go Raiders on this one. I think they're going to be able to run the ball with Josh Jacobs very effectively, so I'm going to go Raiders.
It's hard for me to pick the Raiders just because on paper the Texans have, I would imagine
a
a better team.
Yep.
It does suck that Fuller's out, but I do think they'll get Hopkins going and Kenny Stills that they got from the Dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm going Houston here, but even though they got blown out last week, I'm still trusting the Raiders in their process. Gruden and his master plan of rebuilding the team.
Yeah,
I think in the next couple of years they might win that division.
Yeah, as much as you want to say about John Gruden, he can coach offense.
Yep.
100%. Brandon, what do you got?
I'm going Texans on this one. As much as I'd like to say it, they had a good game against the Colts. They had a good game against the. They beat the Chiefs. The week before that, they faced, I can't remember who it was. Oh, the Falcons. Mm-hmm. They had a good game there. So they've stayed consistent. They put up points every game. I think that's what it's going to come down to on this game, who could put up the more points. I don't trust the Raiders' backfield enough against Hopkins, and they're going to get Stills added into this whole mix. I just don't see it happening. QT, I think the Texans, the way Deshaun's playing right now, he's still a huge player, a huge factor in that whole entire offense. So I think it's going to come down to the Texans winning it.
Yep. All right, next up we got Browns and Patriots. Apparently Jarvis Landry is very confident in this game, declaring a victory against the Patriots. It's not going to happen. I got Patriots winning. The defense looks really good. I'll be interested to see if they get scored on more this game because I think the Browns' offense is better than most of the teams the Patriots have played. Yep. So I'm excited to see the Patriots go up against an offense that can actually put up points. Yeah. So it'll be exciting to see, but I think the Patriots win by at least a touchdown.
Yeah, I'm going with New England too. It will be good to see them go against an offense that has several playmakers. So that should be fun to see, but there's no way Baker Mayfield's going into New England and beating this defense. I want to see Mohamed Sanu get something going. It sucks that Josh Gordon's likely not to be a Patriot.
Yeah.
That hurts because I really like Gordon, but I still think our wide receiver group is good with N'Keal Harry coming back next week for the Baltimore game, and then we've still got young guys like Jacoby Myers, so I think we're still fine on receivers. And the story of the year has been the defense anyways, so Patriots.
And since this game is at the Patriots, Sam, I don't see it happening. It's going to be Patriots.
Yeah. Next up, we got Packers-Chiefs. I will be attending this game. It sucks that maybe Mahomes is playing. I don't even know at this point. There's no way, dude. You can't play him.
Yeah.
No.
He's been practicing, but they haven't ruled him out yet. Honestly, if Mahomes was playing even fully healthy, the way this Packers team's been playing, I'd pick Packers either way. With Mahomes out, I'm still picking Packers.
Yeah, I've got Packers for sure. I think if Mahomes was playing, I think it could be a close game.
Yeah.
It could be like one of those shootout games. But if Andy Reid plays Patrick Mahomes, that'd probably be one of the dumbest decisions he's ever made. I don't want to see him turn into RG3 or something. Sit him out. I'd sit him out for at least this game and the next one.
Yeah, because the
I don't
Vikings
know.
are.
I'd say sit him out for. I know as much as you want to put him back in, you can't. Even if your team goes downhill, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's your whole entire franchise right there is Patrick Mahomes. You can't. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
And
if he gets hurt again, it's done.
Yeah.
It's going to play a huge impact on him.
Yeah.
So I say set him out for more than 3 weeks. Even if you got to give up your season.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. You don't have a season right now without Patrick Mahomes, but. You get rid of Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. I'm sorry, but right now you don't have a defense to back you up or anything.
That's what I was telling Noah earlier. Like the coaches don't think like that, but even when they do have Mahomes, are they really going to be able to beat the Vikings with that defense? And then the offense that they have is the KC defense going to be able to stop them? No, I think the Vikings still win that, even if Mahomes plays. But
at this point, you kind of have to. As much as I hate to say it, but you got to tank. You got to tank this year.
Tank.
You'll have.
Whoa!
Have you seen their schedule though? They don't have an easy schedule throughout this whole next few weeks.
Okay, so you send him against the Packers. You send him against the Vikings because I don't want him going up against that defensive line. Is still really good. You play him against the Titans. You play him against the Chargers, and you play him against the Raiders. 3 probably wins there, and then hopefully
they get beat by the Raiders.
He's not getting beat by the Raiders.
I don't know, man.
I don't think so. I don't know.
Look at the way I know the Raiders gave up at the very end. Gave up a game, but they're playing them again, and it's like
maybe I don't know.
that defense is the biggest thing I have right now.
I'd rather go in the playoffs with a fully healthy Patrick Mahomes and a worse record than if you say played Mahomes and now he's banged up, but you still have a better record.
At this point, you're not getting the 1 seed.
Yeah.
You could probably still win the division if the Raiders don't play
I think they win the division.
Yeah, so, I mean, who cares about your record as long as you can win the division? You have to play a wild card game with a healthy Patrick Mahomes. You deal with it.
Yep, I would rather have that for sure.
So who you got, Brandon? Chiefs or Packers?
Packers.
Packers, he's pissed off. He's not happy about this. Next
I
up.
don't know, I'd just rather not give up. I'd just rather not give up Patrick Mahomes over a few games winning the net. I mean, you really think Matt Moore is just going to be total, complete poop? No, he hasn't played. He hasn't practiced with the Chiefs He hasn't been a starter practice.
They do get Chad Henne back too, don't they?
Yeah,
shaking in my boots right now.
No, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, there's some teams that you could play. Honestly, Matt Moore and probably win, and there's nothing to it. I mean, the Titans game possibly. I mean, we don't know what team's actually going to show up with the Titans. Chargers, we don't know what Chargers team's going to show up right now.
Yeah, I say you bring him back versus the Titans, and at worst your record's 5-4, and then you should be fine.
And Mahomes is probably healed up pretty much all the way.
Nicely. So. Yeah. All right, next up we got the Dolphins and Steelers. Okay, message to the NFL. What's with the Thursday and Monday night games? They're straight trash. They're okay. This is Commissioner Goodell. You know what we're gonna do, boys? Monday night, Dolphins and Steelers. What do you think?
How do you say that? That's how you know it goes down too.
But wait till you hear the Thursday night game. Redskins and Vikings.
I'd rather see Redskins and Vikings than Steelers and Dolphins.
I do not want the Dolphins on my TV screen. I just do not want to see them.
That's what I'm saying.
Steelers. It doesn't matter.
Steelers.
I don't know.
I don't even want to talk about it.
Hopefully Mason Rudolph comes back. That'll be cool because I have him starting on my fantasy team. So that'd be nice.
Week this week.
It's gonna be a rough week this week. No Lamar Jackson.
McCaffrey and Chubb too.
Dude. Hopefully that Patriot defense can lock up Chubb for a little bit, dude. Because if Chubb scores more than 10 points, I'm probably done.
Are you facing Carter this week?
I'm playing. No, I'm facing balls deep. I got McCaffrey and Chubb to deal with, dude. It might be over. All right, I think
you better hope that Patriots defense.
Yeah, that Patriots defense better show up. All right, I think that does it for Week 8 picks. If you haven't subscribed already, please be sure to do so and stay subscribed. That way we don't have to keep resetting our goal. Please click the bell to keep up with notifications. More videos coming out. It's been the Benchwarmers, guys.
Deuces.